Hey, what's up guys? Brendanlok here. Ranging from a bunch of high school girls teaching our fellow otakus how to work out to reviving a civilization with a brick brain boy and the power of science, summer 2019 has certainly a lot in store for the anime fans. Surprisingly, compared to the previous seasons, the summer 2019 didn't build up as much hype as I'll explain why in the end. And today I'm going to review them and share with you guys my thoughts. Regular viewers, you know the drill. If you're new here, I'll be ranking every single anime series that I've watched which started airing in the summer 2019 in a tier list. But before we jump into it, important note here, this review is purely based on my personal preference and interest, so if your favorite animes didn't rank as well in my list, please don't take it too personally. So here's my black sheet and let's go! Following the numbers of followers on my anime list just as the spring 2019, first up we have Jujutsu Kaisen no Mudatsukai. Ever trying to imagine what would happen in an all-girl high school with a bunch of quirkiest high school girls possible, filled with tons of great references from famous animes, and the interesting interactions between everyone certainly brought sparks to the series. Overall, I think the anime series definitely deserves more light, and to those who have dropped it halfway, you are certainly missing out, man. Jumping into a reverse isekai, we have Copcraft. The story takes place in San Teresa City where over 2 million immigrants from an alternate world living on Earth with the humans. But in such an overpopulated city, crimes are inevitable. And here come our detective Matoba K and an alternate world knight Exidilica Tilana in to solve every big and small case. With Tilana coming into an alien world, it certainly feels like a reverse isekai from her standpoint. The series wastes no time in introducing us to the universe and bringing us straight into action with them solving case by case. In my opinion, another piece of underrated gem, definitely worth a watch. Coming into the third anime series, we have Katsute Kami Datta Kemono Tachi-e. In this anime series, we jump into another post-war era where ex-soldiers were created into powerful sacred beasts known as the Incarnates, said to help end the war. Years after the war, the Incarnates have mostly lost their humanity and their former captain, Hank, decided to hunt them down and put a rest to it. Another great concept but ruined by the poor execution. Pretty much like Fairygon in the spring 2019 season. Just wish that it was given more effort and yeah. Trying to survive while having fun on an island, we have Sounan desu ka? In this 12-minute anime series, we see how this group of high school girls trying to survive while being stranded on an island after a plane crash. Luckily, we have a member who will probably make Bear Grylls proud, leading the other girls to survive with a sufficient amount of time spent watching Man vs. Wild.
And the only thing I can do is to drink my own pee.
A cheerful yet educational anime series with an adequate amount of fan service? Yup, I'll take it.
Drink my own pee.
And yup. Yet another isekai, we have Mao-sama Retry. This isekai is so bad until it's so good. It even has a rip-off version of Ram or Ram, depends on your choice, from the Re:Zero series. To be honest, it's really not too bad for a relative new studio called Ekachi Applica. Given it's only their second work, I think it's fine and I honestly hope to see more from them in the future. But for now, it's totally skippable. Coming in with more teasing, we have caricatures no Takagi-san second season. Following our usual fashion, we have Takagi-san keep on teasing Nishikata while Nishikata tries to tease back but fails almost every single time. But just as any other high school rom-com animes, the story doesn't progress much but still really enjoyable. But to be honest, you just can't get enough of Takashiri, can't you? Overall, this anime series has nothing really outstanding, yet nothing much to complain about over here. Hitting puberty stronger than Truck-kun, we have Aerobatics no Otome Domo Yo. The story takes place in a high school literature club where the girls with different backgrounds and personalities try to discover their path towards sex and adulthood. I was really taken by surprise by how the series managed to perfectly portray the emotional ups and downs of a high school student, especially when it comes to romance. As the girls try to discover more, they will have to confront and overcome their emotional barrier, nothing like they have faced before. This series has really shown us how far the anime industry has come and can just show us something more than just magical high schools or robo fightings. I feel like this is really what we needed in this era. A series telling a more relatable, a more true to life story, and overall, very well done. Coming into the 8th series, we had Kachinas Party. Just your typical clumsy senpai with a sufficient amount of fan service, but thanks to the memes from it, I certainly think it's okay. Overall fun, but skippable. Redefining the genre of isekai, we have that's a mouthful of words. Imagine getting into an isekai by not just yourself but along with the mom. What could go wrong? Having the mom taking all the spotlight and the amount of fan service, it clearly doesn't offer enough to be outstanding. But well, with most isekai animes nowadays being a hit or miss and solely focused on quantity over quality, I would say it's a mission accomplished for the production team. Yeah, I guess you could still just watch it for the memes. Specially curated to promote healthy lifestyle for anime whipsters like you and me, we have Dumbbells Nankiro Motteru. This series honestly feels more like a workout guidance tutorial than an anime. I guess that's what you call
and modern problems require modern solutions.
Providing simple yet useful workout tips and tutorials that you could try out almost everywhere without any professional equipment. A very relaxed yet engaging sports anime with an awful lots of reference and jokes to spice things up. Overall, a perfect anime for the modern otakus. Jumping into the 11th series on the list, we have Vinland Saga. Drawing inspiration from history, the story is set at 11th century in the Dane-controlled England and featuring the Danish invaders of England, or more famously known as the Vikings. The story consists of the main plot, which the King Knut the Great's historical rise to power, with a revenge plot focused on the historical explorer Thorfinn, whose father died an honorable death. The anime series kicks off with a strong start, shaping Thorfinn into who he is later on in the series, and also bringing to us an inspiring quote of However, the pace of the story has clearly slowed down after a few episodes and grew less impactful. Not saying that it's bad, just not really much to my liking. But with a cherry on the top, we have Ymer's Torches as the ending song, which portrays the inner feelings of Thorfinn towards his father, always being the torch of guidance to him. An overall great show with decent amount of sword fighting and manliness, and yep, got my recommendation. Finally, having a sequel but only a 12 episode series, we have Danmachi Season 2. The story continues where it left off previously and started off with a war between Hestia Familia and Apollo Familia, and later against Ashtar Familia. To be honest, it really feels great to see the crews being back on the screen, but due to the long hiatus of the series, it certainly has lost its hype over the time and it doesn't feel as fresh as it once was. I certainly think that they could have made it at least a 24 episode stretch instead of the currently stated 12 episode. And I really wonder when is the next time we'll ever see it again. The series feels kinda typical at this point, with the protagonist team always getting the easy wins, and it also feels like the story didn't progress much even after the whole 12 episodes. In conclusion, it's not too bad, but it certainly can't quite match up to the first season, so it will be a hard pass from me. Taking it to the next level, we have Nno Shibata. This is a series of no ordinary firefighters. The story takes place in the solar era in Tokyo, where special fire brigades have to fight against humans turned into living infernos called as the Infernals. As the story progresses, our protagonist Shinra Kusakabe and his team discover the truth behind the origins of the Infernals and the mysterious fire that caused the death of his family many years ago. For the Fire Force, I must say, David Production definitely nailed it. From its well choreographed fight scenes to the breathtaking art style, it is no doubt one of the best shonen animes in quite a while. Maki best girl, no doubt. Just take a look at this. Prove me wrong.
黒煙は魂の解放灰は灰としてその魂を
魂よ燃えろ
In short, Nno Shibata is, in my opinion, the best action shonen anime of the season. Last but not least, coming into probably one of everyone's favorite besides Kimetsu no Yaiba, we have Dr. Stone. In this anime series, we join Senku and his squad to revive the great civilization of mankind with the power of science after the world is being wiped by a mysterious petrifying wave, turning all humans into stone statues. We witness how Senku tries to reinvent everything from scratch with his 200 IQ in order to save mankind. To me, it really brings me back to those childhood cartoon shows where you get to learn all sorts of science facts and daily life hacks. A really straightforward story that will appeal to audience of any age but without being too typical or predictable. Highly recommended, definitely the anime series of the season. So there you go. Summer 2019 is, in my opinion, a slightly underwhelming season, only carried by a few big boys, or you could even say it is a bit disappointing, and I certainly had a higher expectation for it. At least there are no significant animes that could make you look back in a few years' time to remember this particular anime season. Maybe other than the absolute comeback of Kimetsu no Yaiba episode 19. With a few big titles such as Boku no Hero Academia Season 4 and Shokugeki no Soma Season 4, and nope, it's looking pretty good, and fingers crossed for an awesome season for fall 2019 ahead. In short, summer 2019 was an averagely okay one. And how about you? What's your anime of the season and what would be your recommendation? I'm interested to know, so be sure to let me know down in the comment sections below. And yeah, if you make it this far, thank you really much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed the video, and I really enjoy making this video for you guys. And remember to like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't yet, and I'll have more videos coming your way soon. Until next time, Brendanlok out.